This is Ultimate Soccer with Soccer Steve.
Hey guys, welcome to another edition of the Ultimate Soccer Show. Here's another Canadian in-house number, just so you can see. Canadian all the time. So let's take a seat in the magic white chair. Now, post-game, Cavalry FC, Pacific FC. First of all, I want to say, Pacific FC, what a fantastic game. Fantastic game, fantastic team. It was a dynamite game, and you know, the longer it went on, the more I thought, oh, there's no goals coming, and if there is, it's just going to be one. And I said to a guy on the fence as I'm standing by the field, I said, you know what? It's going to be one goal. And when that goal came, he screams at the top of his voice, "You called it, dude!" And you could see it happening in this game. It was only going to be one goal. But before we get into it, I'll tell you what, we've got some amazing scenes, walking players on, and the scenes from behind the goal as the goal is, you know, struck in by Ben Fisk on the 89th minute. I mean, what a fantastic game. It was only going to be one goal, but man, oh man, the crowd, the atmosphere, the whole day, the weather. I met so many people at Atco Field today. And listen, if I was a Pacific fan and I was in your neighborhood, I'd be looking as this happy, okay? But the game rewarded everybody today, not just Pacific fans, not just Cavalry fans, but it was great for everybody. It was an absolute promotion tour for the Canadian Premier League, and everybody there had a fantastic time. And I hope you guys that were watching on TV did too. I'm going to give out a few shouts. First shout goes to Mario Falski, Polish fan. He was the drummer at the 200 zone for the Cavalry FC fans in the Foot Soldiers zone. So Mario Falski, I tell you what, super drumming, man. And if you watched that game, you would have heard his drumming. It was phenomenal. So, and he's also a Legia Warsaw fan from Poland, and they are hardcore, totally hardcore. So Mario, big up to you. Also met a Jeff who was wearing a Canada shirt. Yeah, there are people out there wearing Canada shirts. It's amazing. And as I pointed out to him, he's got a $150 shirt that's worth probably $40. Because those shirts, really, I'm not going to say anything about it, but them shirts are not worth what. Anyway, moving on. But he had a Canadian national shirt, and that was Jeff. And Jeff Wrighton, I forgot your last name. I said it a couple of times, and I met someone straight after, and boom, I couldn't remember your name, and I couldn't find you. So Jeff, Canadian shirt at the home end. Yes, you've seen the shows. Yes, he's a member. Yes, he's a subscriber. He's part of the family. But Jeff, I do remember you. Big shout out to you. Big shout out to Mario as well. So anyway, Jenny, there's a story with Jenny and Ian Racine as well. Stu Wallington, big shout out to you too. Sean Brown, didn't see you today, and happy birthday, Matthew. And I tell you what, just like any CPL club, the fans at Cavalry embody what this is, Canada. Every one of you CPL fans out there, from Halifax all the way to Pacific and in between, you all embody that Canadiana. And it's that I love about this team. It's that I love about this league. It's that I love about this country. So we've got a great league. We've got a great system. And the only thing that we need to do is get better referees. Anyway, I said it, but they need a little help. Maybe we get VAR one day. Kidding. But FIFA do say you need it. Anyway, I don't think we do. I think the game is perfect the way it is. But, hey, fantastic game. Now, let's take a look at some of the videos, and we've got some fantastic stuff coming. It really is phenomenal close-up stuff. Have a look at the two teams walking out at Atco Field today. And you've got to say, Pacific FC looked beautiful in their purple. Cavalry FC looked glorious in their red. And the referees looked fantastic in their black. Anyway, take a look. Fantastic pictures. You'll love this. Didn't I tell you you'd love those teams walking out? Now take a look at the two lineups. We'll play guest first, Pacific FC, and then we'll see Cavalry FC lineup from today. And that's from today, which would have been, when you see this, October the 8th, which was Saturday. Fantastic game. And, hey, take a look at the teams. Now, talking briefly about the game, because you saw the game, you liked the game. By the way, comment down below for your man of the match. Who was your man of the match on this game? I know who I'm picking, but who are you picking for the man of the match? And I got to tell you, fantastic game. There was nothing in between these. And in the next show, which is the comments and the post-game press conference, which I'll be bringing in the next video very quickly after this one. In fact, minutes after this is uploaded, that one's coming. But you're going to hear from the coaches and a couple of the players. You'll hear from Tommy Wheeldon. You'll hear from James Merriman. You'll hear from Mr. Toussaint from PFC. And you'll also hear from Mr. Fisk from Cavalry. Great talks, great questions. Not your norm, because I don't do the norm thing. You're going to love that. That's the press conference talk straight after this. But staying with the game, 50-50 game. There was no space in the half spaces. There was no space anywhere. It was a tight fixture all the way through. And anybody that got in on goal was quickly shut down by the defense from both sides. There was nothing in this game. At halftime 0-0, it should have been 0-0 at full time. And it really did look that way. And both teams made their changes. And James Merriman, Tommy Wheeldon, they countered each other with the tactics. It was great to see how formations were, changing quickly over time as one would change, the other changed to accommodate and nullify what that coach was trying to get done. And at the end of the day, all you can say about this game was it was a fantastic performance from both teams. Absolutely fantastic. It was a great promotion tool for the league. But finally, it was going to be either a moment of glory like the last game for Cavalry FC with Ali Musi's wonder goal, or it was going to be an ugly kind of goal, and that was the way this one was going to go. On the 89th minute, like I say, everybody was thinking, oh, we're going home, it's 0-0, we've had a fantastic game, but it's like kissing your sister, no goals, right? The hockey term. But 89th minute, it comes down the right flank. I'm literally about 6 feet off the sideline. So I'm amazed you can't see me on camera on that goal. But I'm 6 feet from the sideline, not the goal line, the sideline. And I'm watching this unfold. And I've probably got the best seat in the house to watch Ben Fisk smash it in off Callum Irving's parry comes save, which puts the ball back in front of the goal mouth. And as you see on the highlights, which are down below, by the way, but as you can see in the highlights, Ben Fisk literally just taps it back in front of the goal, right down centre, a nice easy goal. What is quite alarming or amusing, whichever way you want to look at it, is Gareth Smith-Doyle was running in on goal for that pass in front of goal to tap it in. So not only did Cavalry have one guy to angle and aim the ball to for the tap-in, they had two. And at the end of the day, I don't say it was a fantastic goal. It was definitely a good team goal. There's no doubt about that. It took team play to get that there. And it wasn't a weakness in PFC. But eventually, the last 20 minutes, you did see Cavalry get into the game. And I did have a word with Tommy Wheeldon midweek about the last 20 minutes and that PFC's been on a bit of a road trip here and the legs might start to falter in the last 20. I don't think they did. I really don't think they did. But it was the last 20 minutes that Cavalry FC really penetrated and got the wing play going. And eventually, it wasn't a beautiful goal. It was a team-worked goal with a simple finish. And that was pretty much the way this game was going to finish. Great game. You have to hold your hand and hold your hat up to both coaches and both teams. Every man to a man gave everything. And between these two great teams of the day, there was only going to be one winner, but more likely the draw. Today, as I did say in the post-game, or the pre-game I should say, I did see that Cavalry FC would win 1-0, and they did. And it was a fantastic game. Like I say, fantastic game. Looking at the table, you got to say Atletico still on top, 48, Cavalry 47, Pacific 46, and Forge 44. That can all change. Is it going to stay like that? Probably not. And you'll probably see there's a good chance that Forge may well finish, possibly second, which would force Cavalry and Pacific back to third and fourth. So it's still a lot to play for. But on this judgment and on the base of play today, both these teams are really in the playoffs. There's no doubt about it. Take a look at some of the game scenes and some of the fun scenes that were picked up on the camera.
Sweet Caroline, good times never been so good. So good, so good. I'm dead inclined. Ba, ba, ba.
There's a lovely picture of the PFC team from today, and they played a fantastic game. All the guys, I should step aside and just give everybody a little bit more space because they're the superstars, not I. Let's take a look at Cavalry FC from today. And there's Cavalry FC's boys from today. And I tell you what, both teams put on a fantastic performance. Let's not kid ourselves. It was absolutely top draw. Let's take a look behind the goal when Ben Fisk taps that ball in the back of the net, because you probably didn't get this angle. You will now. So there you go, there's Ben Fisk. That's in front of net. That's what it looked like when he tapped the ball in the back of the net. And I tell you what, I was probably about 30 feet to the left of that ball, and I saw every part of it. And I even see how much Pacific FC hated to see that ball go in the back of their net. It was an absolute killer for them with no time left on the clock. But moving back in front of the camera, got to say, it was a fantastic game. Check out all the photos and the pictures we've got coming through, because there's still more to do as we go out. But I want to ask you one favour, guys. As Canadians to a Canadian cause, and as a Canadian, I want to ask you, fellow Canadians, the World Cup song that we put together here in the studio with the help of people in Vancouver, Bruce Duncan, that's first of all, and then also you've got Lyle Longgrass. You have to say that track needs to get filtered to as many people as possible. So guys, I'm asking you, and I'm asking you, please get people to subscribe to the channel for the World Cup. We need to get to 1,000. And secondly, let's help this channel and help that World Cup song by getting to as many Canadians as possible. I need your help, and I need your help now. I really need your help now. We need to get that song to as many Canadians before the World Cup, so it starts to become our anthem before we go there. I've fallen in love with the song. Other people have too, but we need to get more people into it. We only have a certain amount of reach here, guys, but with social media and your help, you can make the difference. You can be the 12th man. You can be the 12th girl. You can be the 12th boy. You can be the 12th woman, whichever way you want to see this. But guys, I'm asking for your help. Spread the World Cup song around as far as you can. We definitely would like to see this get to every Canadian, because we feel that the words tell a story, and that story needs to be told. And that story needs to be sung by all Canadians. I can't say it any harder and any more passionate, and I don't want to sound like we're bashing it to you. But guys, push that song around as much as you can. But as for today, it was a fantastic day in football. It really was a great day weather-wise. It was a fantastic game of football. I saw all the emotions coming out from the coaches, the players, the fans, the referees, the linesmen. Even the grass had something to say. It was an amazing day, and it's Canadian. And that's what means the most. That is absolutely everything to me. We've got a massive league growing, and people around the world are taking notice about Canadian Premier League football, soccer, all the time. Next video is the post-game, the press conference. There's some really good stuff in there. You want to check that out. But for everybody concerned today, there really was no loser in this one. Yeah, the scoreboard says Cavalry wins, but it's more important to see what's coming in the playoffs, because both these teams, Cavalry and Pacific, are representing the West. It's going to be Forge and Atletico representing the East. So it's the East and the West. I can't wait for it. I hope it's going to be everything I think it can. And if your team's in the playoffs, I'm rooting for you, just like I'm rooting for Cavalry. Believe you me, I love all the teams. I love all the coaches. And talking and interacting with all these superstars makes my day an absolute freaking dream. An absolute dream. Comment down below, guys. Get everybody to subscribe. Pass the song around. Check out the press conference. You're going to love it, because there's some great stuff in there. I know that I got a smile on my face every day because of the Canadian Premier League and what it brings me, and I hope you do too. And let's not forget, playoffs coming soon, and then we got the World Cup too. Guys, check out the pictures, check out the video, and hey, big love to all of you. Go Canada, go. Cheers.
Johnny Hellman is a man, a Superman with the plan. He got his two guitar. Our team has come so very far. There's quite a few who's got us here. So grab your buddy, stand and cheer as we battle other teams. Time to play.